Problem number 1. Jordan had 345 followers on Vine. At the end of the week, he increased his followers by 64. Freddie, Jordan's Vine rival, had 265 followers. If Freddie increased his followers by 35, will his percent increase be the same as Jordan's? Why or why not? So after dissecting the problem, we can see that we're looking for percent increase, and we're going to compare between Jordan and Freddie. For percent increase, we're going to set up a proportion, and our formula is change over the original, and percent is always out of 100. So we're going to take that proportion setup, and we're going to set one up for Freddie, and we're going to set one up for Jordan. So I'm going to start with Jordan because Jordan was first in the problem. So Jordan originally had 345 followers. So that goes in the denominator. At the end of the week, he increased his followers by 64. So my change, the amount of followers that he gained, is going to go in the numerator. And then the other side is our percentage side, which we all know very well. We don't know the percent, so it's x over 100. Now when we set up a proportion, we know that we're going to cross multiply. So when I go to cross multiply, I have 64 times 100, which is 6,400. And then 345 times x, we don't know what x is, so 345 x. And my last step, when I'm solving a proportion, my last step is to divide by the coefficient, or whatever's in front of the variable. So 6,400 divided by 345. That gives me my percent increase for Jordan is 18.55. I'm going to round to nearest tenth, 18.6%. So that's my setup for Jordan. When I go to set up for Freddie, Jordan's Vine rival, set up another proportion, and I'm looking for the change and the original. Freddie, Jordan's Vine rival, had 265 followers. 265 is my original amount, so it goes in the denominator. And then he increased his followers by 35. Same deal on the other side, x over 100. When I cross multiply, I'm going to do 35 times 100, which is 3,500. And then 265x, which is 265x. My last step, again, to divide by the coefficient of x, or the number in front of the variable. So 3,500 divided by 265 equals, my percent increase for Freddie is 13.20, so 13.2%. So the question, will his percent increase be the same as Jordan's? Or we can write sentence, no, Jordan increased his followers by about 5% more. 1813, the decimal, it's a little bit more than 5%, but we can say, no, Jordan increased his followers by 5% more. Percent increase was, in fact, not the same.